Okay, so I'm going to talk about my battle with depression and borderline personality disorder and um pretty much my high school experience with bullying. Um Freshman year I had a best friend who was always there and everything, and one day it was like winter formal, before winter formal, I got invited to this girl's house. She was a popular girl, and she invited me to come and get ready at her house before the dance. And so I was like, I didn't do it just because like we weren't friends. But it was like, I think it was something for school, like switch up day or something. If you are nice to someone that you would normally be nice to or something. And she invited me to the girl named Jeanette, and this girl who was my best friend, I won't say her name, but she was like, okay, so why don't you want to go hang out with me? Like, she wasn't even going to the dance. She wanted me to just go to her house and not even talk to this other girl. Like, she got offended that I was even talking to the other girl. Like, the popular girl. Not this other girl I was from. But, that kind of started the whole thing because it was kind of like, oh, well, if you can't be my friend, then you shouldn't be anyone else's friend. So it was kind of just me and her. And that was okay because I was sad all the time anyway, so I didn't want to lose the one person I had that really I could talk to. So, sorry, just keep looking at the door to make sure I'm seeing. Then sophomore year, that girl kind of like replaced me with this other girl. And for a long time, like, I tried to be friends with both of us. When me and my former best friend would hang out, and be like, oh, she was like, blah, blah, blah. I'm not gonna mention her name either. But, um, eventually that kind of fucked me over because my friend stopped hanging out with me, and I had no friends anymore. Like, I remember sitting in the bathroom during lunch crying because I had no one to sit with and no one to talk to, and that really sucked. Like, I just went from class to class not wanting to talk to anyone. And I remember, like, I would do anything. Like, I'd skip school. I remember I got in trouble, after, like, a truant officer came to our house because I wasn't going to school. And it was just because it was so hard to, like, want to get up and go to school. Like, I'd wait until my mom, because my mom would have morning meetings for work, where she would leave before me, so I just had to make sure I was, like, up. And I stayed at home, and I left when she was home from lunch, and then I get back home, she get home after me on those days. So, like, religiously every Tuesday I wouldn't go to school because I didn't have to, my mom was there. And eventually the teacher was like, well, you don't have enough credits to be a sophomore. I mean, to be a junior next year. You're failing all your classes, and there's pretty much no way that you're going to recover from that. And then that just kind of like made everything emotionally worse because I was like, oh, that's great. So I'm not going to graduate with my class, even though I have no friends, and then I'm going to graduate with my cousins that are a year younger than me. It was just really bad, and it kind of just made everything worse. And in the long run, I ended up with credit recovery, which made it so I did graduate on time. Um, that same year, there was a girl named Emily, who I was called Emmy, but I started hanging out with her and her friends because like Eclipse and the Twilight Saga just came out with different books, and so like we all wanted to read that. And so I started hanging out with her and her friends, even though they were a year younger than me, and I got into anime and manga. And this person actually, like, this year I actually put fall in my head. But I became best friends with Emily, and we actually went to prom together. He was best friends with me. And then we had a falling out the summer between my sophomore year and junior year because, well, I didn't know at the time because I'm not mentally stable. Um, let's see. Sorry, I was really weird right now because I have freaking all watery because allergies. Um, after I had that falling out, I went back to junior year. I'm like best friendless. And then I started hanging out with people freshmen named Barbara and Ashley Cora. We sat in agriculture and pretty much just talked smack about everyone we didn't like. And I became best friends with Barbara and Ashley. And then Barbara moved to California, which again, then my life came crashing down because she was like my best friend. I was kind of like, I should really just stop using the label best friend so I stopped getting hurt. And she was actually the first person, first person who ever brought me something in the problem. Um, and that didn't judge. Like, I've had people like teachers by now, and that's really bad. Like, I do speech on secondary, and one of my teachers was like, that's disgusting. And I would like, just stare at him like, that was freaking uncalled for. It was bad. It was last week, so I don't think he's bad. Um, and my senior year, Ashley was my best friend, and so named Lily. And Lily was my friend since sophomore year. When I bought one of the girls that I was watching anime with. After um me and my former best friend stopped being best friends. My first ever best friend stopped being best friends. Let's see. This all just really hurts to talk about. High school was probably the worst time of my life. Just because like, people spit on me. They said I was weird, and because like I started crying in her swimming. And so like, in math, just I remember like I was sitting in my desk because we had a science week, and this like guy who played football like walked behind me and just spit in my hair. And I remember rushing out of class just crying, and I got in trouble for leaving class. And even after I explained to the teacher what happened, he was like, oh, it's probably because you're a racist. My old math teacher called me a retard in the entire class after a guy spit in my hair. And that same guy also found out about the cutting. He saw the marks in PE and called me asleep and pointed it out when I had a PE class. I don't miss high school at all. I don't miss anything about high school. I don't miss the fact that I had hardly any friends. I don't miss the fact that people left like all of high school. I don't miss the fact that every day I was afraid to go to school because I would be harassed for having weird hair or being harassed because I like would emotionally break down. I don't miss anything. Like, I don't miss not being able to do the work because I'm not as smart as other people. I don't. I don't know really how to explain how much better life got after I was diagnosed. College has been a lot better. I've been diagnosed with depression and borderline personality disorder. So, I do take medications that help with that and that. So, with blah, which everything gets better. If you were a hard time in high school, I can know now that things do get better. Like, I still struggle with self-injury, and I still struggle with being sad for no reason. But everything really does get better, and if you want to add me on Facebook or on Twitter, I'll leave both links. Well, if you want to add me on Facebook, you want to follow me on Twitter, I'll add both links. If you want to talk about anything, maybe you just want to ask what color, like what brand hair dye I use. I don't give a fuck. Just whatever. If you want to ask a question, just you can add me on Facebook or on Twitter. You want to say like, oh, this is just weird.